Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So Venus just shifted into Scorpio, which is a highly emotional transit for Venus. So this could mean that many relationships may experience some challenges during this time. Now, when a lot of you out there in relationships go through challenges, you look to taking a break as an option instead of just breaking up or just staying together and weathering the storm. So in this video, I wanted to let you know how each sign will respond to the idea of taking a break. So this way you will know if taking a break works and if it can result in maybe getting back together and being better off than before, or if taking a break will be the death of all romantic connection and the relationship. So no more wasting time. Let's get right to it. Here's what to expect from each sign if you suggest taking a break. Let's go. Now, if you're having problems with an Aries and you suggest taking a break, they will basically be open to the idea if things have been really bad between the two of you, but they will for sure expect the break to be pretty brief because they aren't too patient and they won't wait around forever. And they also will for sure expect you to come back bringing something new to the table and be ready for them to test you the moment you get back together to see if you have truly changed. So with an Aries, you may stand a chance of taking a productive break, but just make sure that you have genuinely put forth the effort to change during the break and be ready to prove it the moment the two of you get back together. Now, if you're thinking of taking a break because things have been really challenging with the Taurus you've been dating, then don't. Just don't entertain the idea. A Taurus absolutely does not see the purpose in taking a break. For them, if you can't make it work now, then for sure they're not trying to sit around while you two aren't together and you go figure out your life and you expect them to just wait on you. Not to mention, they are definitely not down with the idea of a break, meaning you two will be with other people while you're apart. And they will for sure ask this question. If the two of you get back together, they're gonna ask, what did you do while we were on the break? Were you with anyone else while we were on this break? So save yourself all that drama, just work it out while the two of you stay together if you really want to be with your Taurus, because they just aren't into the idea of taking a break. Now, Geminis are much more open-minded in this area. They actually can see the worth in stepping away from the relationship if the two of you are going through hard times. They can see that some time apart might give you both an opportunity to figure things out and grow, but they will for sure set one very important ground rule in place. What we do when we are apart is no one's business. So yes, you can take some time to figure out stuff and revisit the idea of the relationship when you both feel ready, but your Gemini will make sure that those ground rules are set, that you're not going to bring any drama back into the relationship by being worried about what happened during the break. So if you're with a Gemini and you're thinking of taking a break because it might do the two of you some good, then this can work. Just make sure not to make the break too long because, like Aries, they can for sure lose interest if you're apart for an extended period of time. And it's very important to agree while you're apart to just work on yourselves and maybe discuss what you've learned once you reconnect. But in terms of did you date anyone else in the meantime, it's best to keep that topic off the table when you reconnect. Okay, now for any relationship with a Cancer and you think you need some time apart to gather your thoughts and readjust some perspectives so you can come back and treat each other the way you deserve to be treated, then yes, they can be open to this. But a break where you're saying that you two are basically temporarily not going to be committed to each other, as in you can sleep with other people and then come back together to figure things out, then don't waste your breath. They will think to themselves, okay, so we're just going to sleep with other people and then somehow come back together and pick up where we left off. No Cancer will be down for that sort of break. As a matter of fact, they'll be more likely to want to break your legs before they agree to some sort of break like that. Yes, maybe spend some time apart, but still fully committed just to work some stuff out and then come back to revisit the relationship with a new perspective, but not having been with someone else. Because one of those, let's take a full break from this and then come back having slept with other people, nope, not with a Cancer, it's not happening. So if you're having problems with a Leo and you're thinking a break might be good for you two, then think again. A Leo is not trying to sit around and wait for you to get your life together. If you ask them to take a break, consider it as a break up because they will move on with a quickness. With a Leo, if you want to work on any issues, you do that as a couple. And if you can't, then to them, what's the use? Even if you're working on yourself, you can do that in the relationship. And if there's a lot of work that they see that you're willing to do on yourself, they will initially be very supportive in being part of that process. But But if the same issue persists, even in the midst of you working on it, then no need to ask for a break, because more than likely they're gonna call it before you even get a chance, just based on the fact that for them, if you're having the same issue over and over, then the writing's on the wall and they're basically done. No hard feelings, they're just out. So taking a break with a Leo, not likely. Okay, Virgos. A Virgo is all about working things out and doing their best to solve whatever relationship issues come up. But if you ask for a break, then they will be very confused, because to them, that's giving up. And a Virgo never gives up on anything. They're gonna have a very hard time trying to figure out what it is that you need to be alone to work on if it's for the relationship. Now, they get that people need to do work on themselves. They're all about improving things. However, if you're in a situation where the relationship needs work, then for them, they see that as a joint effort, not one to go at alone. Taking a break to a Virgo seems like a strange solution. And like I said, a big part of them will see that situation as giving up. And once again, Virgos are not into giving up. So a break up, yeah, that option's on the table if things aren't working out between the two of you and they feel that you two have exhausted all possibilities. But taking a break, they aren't seeing that at all as the most productive way to handle the situation. So no breaks for a Virgo. Brief time apart and healthy alone time, yes, but a break from being in the relationship, no, to them, that's called a breakup, and they will treat it as such. All right, now Libras. Okay, Libras are very relationship oriented, extremely loving, caretaking, compassionate, etc. But if the relationship is having the type of problems where you two are arguing all the time and you suggest taking a break, then you will get a pretty favorable response. They're thinking, sure, let's take a break. This is just the vacation from all the drama that I needed. They won't want you to rush back either. And when you do come back, make sure you bring a gift or two. And you may find that the break is exactly what the two of you needed. So taking a break for a Libra is definitely an option. And like I said, if you've done the necessary work on yourself in the meantime, then when you two reconnect, you may find that the relationship is better than ever. So if you're having problems in a relationship with a Scorpio and you're considering bringing up the option of taking a break, then let it go. Scorpios wait around for no one, and they will more than likely see it no other way. So taking a break in that scenario is off the table. You all know that Scorpios are all or nothing. So if you aren't going to give them your all, then you will end up with nothing. If you're having relationship troubles with a Sagittarius and you suggest that maybe the two of you should take a break, then they just see that as childish. Now, a Sagittarius will entertain this idea if you two are just kind of dating or seeing each other, because they see that as something different. They see that as playtime anyway. So you really don't even need to ask for a break, because if you want some time to yourself, then they'll give it to you with no problem, because they see that sort of relationship as a we hang out pretty consistently and hook up type of relationship. But if you're committed in a long-term relationship and you say you want to break, then you may as well break up, because if you tell a Sagittarius that they are going to have a certain amount of time where they are no longer committed to you and they have the freedom to do what they want, then don't expect to get back together after this break, because more than likely you will get replaced and forgotten very quickly. So if you try and take a break with a Sagittarius, you are really rolling the dice on being replaced and forgotten. They aren't big on waiting around for someone. They aren't big on waiting, period, especially on a relationship. Okay, now if you're dating a Capricorn and the two of you are having some problems and you're thinking that taking a break with the intention of getting back together is on the table, then clear that table. Because if you tell a Capricorn that you want to take a break, they will tell you that it's very clear that you don't know what you want in life and they can't be with someone that doesn't know what they want. So if you two are having a problem, then it's best to work it out in the relationship while you stay in the relationship and work on it together. If it can't be worked out in that way, then it's best to just let it go, because to a Capricorn, taking a break is a half in and half out situation and they just don't see the point. Now, if you're dating an Aquarius and you suggest that taking a break might be helpful, an Aquarius will have an open mind about this. However, they will more than likely just say to you, why do we need a break? Let's just start over from this point and do better. Let's let go of the drama from the past and start as though we just met. And they actually may be pretty capable of doing this as long as the drama that the two of you are having isn't from something someone did that was really intense. So they do see the benefit in sometimes needing a bit of time apart to not be consumed by the relationship in order to recalibrate and revisit the relationship when the two of you are ready. However, it is important to have a talk and see what this means. Does it mean that we're allowed to hook up with other people when we are apart and live our lives as though we are completely single? It's also best with them that you do put some sort of timeline on it, like let's take a break for for a month and reconnect and see how we feel. Because Aquarians aren't too big on the idea of being patient and waiting around for too long. But the point is, they are open to the idea as long as the two of you communicate exactly what it is that taking a break means. So it can work with an Aquarius. Now, when it comes to you and a Pisces, if the two of you are having problems in the relationship and you're thinking that maybe taking a break from the relationship with the intention of getting back together at some point is a good idea, and you present them with this idea, they will not respond too favorably. First, the Pisces feels that if you're truly in love, then why can't you just work it out together while staying together? Not to mention, they aren't trying to go through the emotions of missing you, not knowing exactly when or if the two of you are getting back together. Pisces are pretty open-minded though when it comes to discussing the best way to handle a situation that comes up in the relationship. So they may entertain the idea if you really push for it, but more than likely it won't turn out the way that you hoped for. If you step away from the relationship for too long and they get over having feelings for you, then you can consider that break a breakup, because they will not be interested in letting you back in once they're over you. So when it comes to a Pisces and taking a break in the relationship, they may entertain the idea, but more than likely, when you circle back around expecting to give the relationship another go, then be ready to do a lot to win them over. Because if they're emotionally past the relationship, you will have a hard time rekindling that flame. So there you have it, a brief breakdown on taking a break in a relationship with each sign of the zodiac. I hope you all enjoyed the information. If you did, please hit that like button. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. Thank you so much for taking the time to come and hang out with me. I'm sending you all tons of love, and I will see you in the next video.